Two-time champions gunning for a third title to be the most successful team that is out there as far as the T20 format is concerned. We're talking about the West Indies. They put together their squad just about a couple of days back, but we here will dissect what the 15-man squad the West Indies Cricket Board has put out. Let's try and see what are those glaring weaknesses, what are those strengths that you can look at as far as the West Indies are concerned. Remember, they're playing at home, which is also going to be a big factor. One half of the tournament you're looking at being held in the Caribbean, the other half in the USA. But the West Indies playing at home. Let's see what their squad looks like.
And if you're looking at how the squad is, you'll notice one clear and obvious thing. There's a lot of all-rounders. So if you go over the squad, say, captain is Roman Pal, all-rounder. Jason Holder is an all-rounder. Andre Russell, Shafane Rutherford, Romario Shepherd, all-rounders. There's an Akil Hussain, there's a Roston Chase. That's 8 all-rounders in a squad of 15. Whoosh! That is a lot of all-round talent. And even if you look beyond that, you've got an Alzari Joseph, a Shamar Joseph, that's 2 express pacers. You've got a Gurukesh Moti who will give you some spin. As far as the pure batters, there's a Nicholas Puran, there's a Shimran Hetmeyer, Johnson Charles. Really, the only weak link I see is a Brandon King as far as their batting is concerned. But otherwise, if you look at this,
even somebody like a Shea Hope has been good.
Exactly.
A couple of knocks that he's played for Delhi, he's been rather good.
Yeah.
Again, he comes with that reputation of being more of a red ball player, but he's done enough, let's say, to defy that on a couple of occasions. Now, if you were to think that, having too many all-rounders really a, weakness or a bad thing per se, remember there is no impact player rule in international cricket. While it comes across as a liability of sorts, having too many all-rounders, you like to go for specialists. But when it comes to these all-rounders that you're talking about playing in the West Indies, remember they're all big hitters as well. All of them stand alone are match winners. Look at some of these names. In fact, look at somebody like an Andre Russell over
Nicholas
there.
Puran, a Shimran
Hetmeyer. All of these guys are match winners on a given day. Now, if you were to ask how good a side they look, well, T20 format, the preferred format. Every team in international cricket has a preferred format. Speaking of India, it is the ODI cricket format, the 50-over format that suits them the best. The West Indies, it is T20 cricket that suits them the best.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're looking at how it is that the West Indies have been in recent times, bit of an contradictory team, struggle to make it to ODI World Cups, but T20 World Cups, they have to be considered right up there as some of the favourites. Don't forget, the only 2-time champions aside from in England, which in itself tells you everything, because whilst their board was often in turmoil, star players not playing in T20s, they somehow bring it together. That being said, if I have to look at weaknesses, I mean, there is one clear and obvious one. I think a lack of specialist bowlers, because a lot of these guys, I mean, an Andre Russell aside, we've seen Romario Shepherd's bowling kind of go for runs. Rutherford has barely played the IPL. He's in fact the backup to Andre Russell in KKR. And Akil Hussain, is quality, but a lot will rely on Alzari and Shamar.
My question though, being Shamar Joseph, he's played a couple of games for the Lucknow Super Giants.
And has looked.
Exactly. I remember his initiation to IPL
wasn't good.
Exactly. Test cricket, we know he lit the stage up in Test cricket with that inspirational performance at the Gabba. But besides that, T20 cricket is a different beast altogether. Now, I think the matches could be won and lost for them in the power play, especially with the ball, because batting I don't think is a concern with any West Indies side.
The bowling on the other hand.
Bowling is a bit of a concern, especially pace bowling. Alzari Joseph can be hit or miss. Yes, his pace is a guarantee, but how consistent can he be? That is a question, but he's sharing the ball with somebody as young, somebody as raw as a Shamar Joseph, and that really could be make or break for the West Indies.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. When you're looking at this team, good all-rounders, bowling can be a little bit of a concern. Having said that, I do think they're good enough to make it to the semis. I do think that this team does have it, and in home conditions, cheered on by their fans, I think they're going to make a good run of it.
I have my doubts because, there are other sides as well that are in the fray. New Zealand, well, they love making it to the business end of the tournament, regardless of what format it is. And Australia, always a given in the top 4. And I already have placed the South African side there in the top 4.
So brave man.
So for me, maybe the West Indies might just miss it.
Let's see. We'll see how it is things play out. We've given you our opinions, our analysis. Time to hear from you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, like, share, subscribe, tap the bell, leave us a comment. Stay tuned. Plenty more coming your way on Sports Today. Bye-bye from now, from Harshit and me.